Hi, my name's James. I came to Focus, being honest, because I was told there's loads of beer and football. I'd been going to Bridge the Gap. Tristan invited me along to Focus to help out with the youth football tournament that they were running there. I'd done an Alpha course before I went to Focus. I was intrigued, but I was very reluctant.
I'm a Malara. I'm a mom of 3. I've been an asylum seeker for 7 years. The first time I heard about Focus, looked it up online, and I saw you had to pay actually. So I just gave up. The following Sunday while we were in church, they said, oh, if you can't afford it, we will definitely help you. And I was really excited.
I'm Portia. My husband Ruben and I moved to Retford 10 months ago to plant a resource church. Last year we were in the room at Focus. We were actually crowd-surfed out to launch this plant, and we had no idea when the offering was made that we would receive some of that grant to help with the work here. And we also had no idea how God was going to use it.
Focus for me, there was one evening after I finished helping out in the youth tent at Bridge the Gap, and me and a couple of the lads were going to go over to the big top. And I remember walking in, whoever was talking at the front said, if you're feeling stuck or you feel like your life's hit a bit of a plateau, then you should come to the front for prayer. That sounds exactly like me. I walked in straight to the front. Someone began to pray for me, and he started talking about things within my life that you'd only know about if you knew me. I thought there must be a God, because only God could reveal these things. That moment was pivotal in me becoming a Christian.
Last year was the first time I went to Focus. I loved it. The kids loved it. Focus has brought out my purpose. It's made me realize what God wants me to do. To give my time, to give my support, my church, my community, and my friends.
Starting the drop-in wasn't the plan for year 1. The grant has taken the pressure off financially. A guy came along who was in all the papers because he'd recently been made homeless because people were dealing in his flat, and he came along to the drop-in and he found Jesus. He started bringing all his friends, telling his drugs worker that church is like the best thing ever.
I was in an extremely dark place, an obscene amount of drinking and taking drugs and relying heavily on antidepressants and stuff like that. So since coming to Focus, I've dragged 2 of my really close childhood friends to an Alpha course, and they've both since become Christians. I actually don't really have words for that. I loved it so much that I even got a Focus tattoo with the date that I became a Christian.
That's the most dedication.
My son had epilepsy. I asked people to pray for him to be healed of epilepsies, and since after Focus, just grateful to God that he's not had any seizures. God has been faithful. No.
The drop-in is every Thursday, and then there's like a street church service, really accessible service after for those who'd like to stay. People who have found freedom in Jesus, who found freedom from their addictions, who were offenders, who wanted to hurt people, are now wanting to love people and giving up their time freely to share the love of Christ with them.
I think Focus is for everyone, and Focus changed everything for me.